excited to share with you a case study of Villages in a Tour, which it's the project that brought One Planet Living and Blue Community together. What happened was the UN Environment Program had an international competition to decide the most sustainable tourism resort in the world. And Villages Nature was the recipient of the award. And I was teaching sustainable tourism at USF at the time and never heard of it. So I thought, well, it's be interesting to check out. And I did some little research and found out that Disney was half owner. So I contacted some friends at Disney, and they introduced me to the master planner, and I went out to take a look. And the resort was not even open, and they'd already won the award. So I thought that's a little peculiar, as they did too, but they explained a little bit how that happened. Anyway, suspicions remained, and they wanted verification they were really that sustainable. And we happened to be doing a new pilot project for a new sustainable certification program, which Vince mentioned. And so we handpicked only hotels that were known for their environmental sustainability around the world. We had the Dreams Patagonia in Chile, and we had the award-winning community tourism program in Jamaica. We had Longboat Key, which is the pilot for the Disney Vacation Club, and Pine Avenue Restoration, flagged by the UN World Tourism Organization as a model for sustainability and so forth. And Villages Nature said, will you assess us to see how we compare with these other environmental groups? So that's how the project started. And this presentation is a little bit of the report that came out of that process. So where is Villages Nature? It's not far from Paris, as you can see, and it's really close to Disneyland Paris, formerly known as Euro Disney. To get there, if you arrive in Paris at the Charles de Gaulle Airport, you can hop on the high-speed train and literally be there in 9 minutes, 200 miles an hour. If you go by bus, it takes you an hour and a half. So quite a difference in time. And they have 5 areas of recreation, 868 housing units, a water park of 9,000 square feet. It's a $500 million or 500 million euro investment. The first year they had 200,000 short stay visitors and 170,000 day guests, creating 600 local jobs. And they made a commitment to preserve 90% of the land as open space. Have you ever heard of a developer doing 90%? When they did Walt Disney World, they committed to doing 1/3 of the land, 33%, and that was unprecedented. This is 90%. And of course, they built it using the One Planet Living principles. That was the framework to create this resort. So let me touch on a little bit about what they did with each of those 10 principles. And health and happiness, the goal was to improve well-being for visitors and employees through reconnection with nature, to drive policy for responsible employment, and a policy for quality of life and well-being with an emphasis on the human dimension of sustainable development by gauging the overall performance of the destination by satisfaction of both guests, employees, and the neighbors. And I think the neighbor part was really the part that caught my attention as exceptional. And so connecting with nature is the major theme. On equity and economic development, they wanted to make sure they were supporting the local economic development through procurement, the local employment through construction and operations, and developing partnerships with local companies across different sectors. In cultural and community, to create transformational experience for visitors to awaken to sustainable development, to develop synergies with key actors and flagship tourist locations in the local area, to promote local culture and heritage around the area for sustainable development, and to set up hiking and excursion programs focused on discovery of the local culture and heritage.